Good boy. What a good boy him is. He is so pretty, Missy. Okay, this is Missy's third ride on this horse. Yesterday he didn't buck, so we're hoping for a repeat today. First day he kind of bucked a little bit, but hey, for a 2-year-old, that's okay. Good boy, Forrest. Yeah, third time on, second time not bucking. He's just kind of looking at her. As you can see, she's just leaning over. What you can't see is that the foot is just barely in the stirrup. So that if he does try anything, she can just jump right back down. He'll be going like a champ in a week. They make leaps and bounds sometimes, which is amazing when it happens. We just love it. This is a 2-year-old Oldenburg, owned by a client. His job at some point in life is to be his owner's event horse. What a good boy he is. You can see he's not liking it, but he's also not really doing anything. If you keep the horse's hind end a little bit out from underneath him, as you can see, this horse's hind end is a little out from under him. It's a little harder for them to do anything stupid, as well as keep their head turned. Which is why Missy's got his head turned. About the best he could do right now is take that left hind leg and step up under himself. Which would be fine, because that's encouraging him to go forward. See, there you go. See? Good. Perfect. Awesome. Missy cannot hear me talking, so she has no clue that I just said that. But you can see how that just kind of encourages them to just be a good boy. And then she's patting him, telling him what a good boy he is. That was very good. Yesterday we didn't even get this far. Just kind of got on and off him several times yesterday. He didn't buck one time. Oh, that little bit of a disobedience there. He's trying to. He doesn't like that her leg is asking him to do something. So it probably feels like a fly to him, because obviously he doesn't know what it means. Oh, good boy. Again, that's all that is. She's putting a little leg on. He's saying, "Is that a fly on me? That's a big fly." Now, this is the hardest part right here when you go to switch the bend, because they actually have a moment where they're straight. You'll notice the reins are very short. Look, Mom, he's looking at you. He's like, "Hey, Lisa, here I is." Good boy. I'm narrating this because I was asked by a couple people online if we could narrate what she's doing, because they're starting babies as well, and so they felt like they were getting a mini lesson. Oops, sorry about that, people. Didn't mean to cut a head off. Uh-oh. She'll give here in a minute in the mouth, but right now she's just making sure he doesn't buck, because a couple days ago when she rode him, he bucked really bad. But he didn't buck with her on. He just bucked, when she went to get on, which is a very normal, very, very normal reaction to everything going on. We've spent the better part of the past 4 weeks kind of sacking him out, taking him across tarps, teaching him to stand cross ties, saddling him, bridling him, lunging him, teaching him what whoa means. It's a little bit slower approach than some people use. But the thing is in the next 2 weeks, this horse will probably be pretty well broke as far as in the round pen now. I won't say I'd take him out in a big pasture somewhere and walk trot him, but we just took my 3-year-old out to the pasture for the first time yesterday, so we try to keep it very quiet here while we're working with the babies. As you can see, she's kind of relaxed her hold a little bit on him, trusting him a little better. And of course, as a rider, you can feel if there's a little hump in the back or if they feel like they're going to do anything. You'll be able to tell because Missy will pull her hand around really fast to try to avoid a buck. Because that's one thing you try really hard not to have them buck. Because if they learn they can get somebody off at this early of an age, it can be a problem. So you always want to make sure that if you don't think you can sit a buck or you don't know if you're going to be able to control a buck, that you get a professional to get on for you. Because unfortunately, horses are very smart when they want to be. And if they realize early, I can get this person off, not good. Good boy, Forrest. It's a very, very well put together horse. Very athletic. You should see him moving in the field. Good job. Good job. You can see where now her hands are very wide. The reason her hands are very wide is that A, it enables her to get the horse to any direction she needs him to go, but it also encourages the horse to know which way we're asking him to go, because the wider you can get your hands safely, the better he can feel it in his mouth without it being a tug and more of a directional thing. Remember to use your leg as you're also asking. Very early steps of just knowing which direction to go and getting his bending. Even now, Missy will be working on the bending with her legs. The baby blocks, so to speak. And when a horse stops and you pull on a rein to the side, they almost have to go or they fall over, especially babies. They don't really have the balance with a rider on them to not go where you're asking them to go. They can be a little resistant or bulge out to the opposite shoulder, so be aware of that.